Hail, hail, the Celtics are here, and what the hell do we care now, guys? It feels like the Brendan Rodgers mantra is we are going to be doing this the hard way. We went away to Dingwall, we made 6 changes, we came away with a pretty convincing result when it was all said and done, but VAR done its best to stop us. Ross County went down to 10 men, which made it a bit of an easier task, and is something that does need to flavour the analysis of the match. The starting 11 divided fans all across the world for who they expected to be actually starting and who they believe is good enough to be starting as well. In the video today, we'll be having a look at what we've seen for Celtic versus Ross County as we prepare for that game in the Wanda Metropolitano away to Atletico Madrid. At any point in the video, if you laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe to the channel. We are pushing for 10,000 subscribers and we cannot do that without your support, guys. So if you do enjoy the content here, hit the subscribe button for more content like this, hit the like button and get involved in the comment section and let me know what your big takeaway was for the game at the weekend. Celtic dominated the game from start to finish. It didn't help Ross County's efforts any. They've been down to 10 men so early in the match, but Celtic finished the match with 78 possession, taking 39 shots, having been fouled 10 times and receiving 13 corners. We used all 5 of our subs and we've seen 3 different goal scorers, and it was a huge variety of goals that we've seen, though the ones that were actually counted anyway. Now in terms of the flow of the match, it was firmly all placed in Ross County's half, and we did our best to control possession, move the ball from left to right, try and make little openings and get some shots away from distance to make some things happen. In terms of the surprises in this game, I'm not hugely surprised Anthony Ralston did get some minutes in this match, knowing the way that Ross County would have lined up in this match, even with 10 men, knowing how compact and how defensive that they would be. Having a guy like Ralston who's very good. Ralston's main strength is defending in this kind of zone here, as well as playing, balls into the winger into different channels, or himself underlapping or overlapping, in any case, causing some sort of overload and getting into the mixer himself. So Ralston can be very effective in matches like this, and I remember not too long ago, it was, when Ralston was really at the peak of his powers, we were all kind of questioning, should Juranovic even come back into this team long before we had Alistair Johnston? So I've got no problems at all with Ralston coming, getting 90 minutes in a game like this, doing his part, contributing to a clean sheet, and, I know he's not, again, world class, he's definitely behind Alistair Johnston and overall the pecking order. No problems at all. Like I say, defends this zone very well, and he plays the ball from here very, very well. The other surprise is dead easy to understand. It's of course O, because I didn't expect O to start this game for the simple reason that typically Kyogo is just always starting. But, I thought it was warranted. I was not happy with his performance against St Mirren. And against Ross County, when they are just going to be packing the box and you are going to be relying on balls into the box from wide areas or from really, really deep. If you think about the ball that Bernardo plays for Daizen Maeda, that's the kind of space that you're looking for to then get, balls into the box. So I know that one was played specifically into a wide area, but again, it's the same kind of thing where maybe you're playing it into here. You need someone who can win a flick on and someone else is getting involved that could take a shot. Similar to Yang as well. Because we're going to be playing in those wide areas, having Yang's pace and bringing Daizen Maeda back in made a lot of sense, and it was just the wing players I would have hoped that we would have started in a game like this. For the same reasons that I thought Palma might have had a chance to start this game, in the sense that if you think about Turnbull's goal that counts, Ross County are going to always give you this space on the edge of the box, and if you can shoot from distance, like Turnbull basically decides he's going to score at that point. He makes a shuffle, he gets across the face of the goal, he buys himself the space he needs before pulling the trigger and finding the bottom corner. And, I can, in that sense, understand why Turnbull has retained his place if we haven't started Palma. So I kind of get that, because you do need someone that can ping a ball from the edge of the box if you're going to be playing against a team that is just going to be banking in really tight, and it's going to be almost impossible to play intricate passes, and the balls that are coming into the box just aren't being won. They're continuously getting fed out and fed out. You need someone that can actually just take a shot and make something happen. So Yang and Daizen to give the width. Turnbull, I get that as well. But Bernardo really did surprise me. I thought he did okay, and I say the ball he played for Daizen Maeda was lovely to see. Nice bit of invention, nice bit of forward passing to see from the big man. But I did think that the energy, the tempo, and everything that we've seen from Odenholm from the bench in the last match, could have helped us in this game here. Getting in between the lines, squeezing in between the bodies, a couple of 1-2 interplays, making things happen. Bernardo definitely tried little bits of this himself. Being a bit bigger, being a bit more physically imposing, having him available to be in the box was maybe something that the manager thought could have been a good weapon for us. So I think there's a good enough degree of rationale. I get the minute management behind a lot of this, but although the game was comfortable, it was not comfortable for very long. Turnbull's goal to open it in the 52nd minute of the first half was a last gasp goal to get us ahead before the break. In the second half, Ross County did not make it easy work for us at all. But Brendan made a triple substitution around the hour mark, and again, similar to the St Mirren match, it was the bench that really changed the tempo of the match and really made sure the flow of the game went Celtic's way, and ultimately the result went our way. Now, Palma's goal is an absolute worldie, and again, it kind of goes into what we've seen from him in the last couple of matches where he's very comfortable actually on the ball. He's very comfortable moving through space, and technically, like before we even mentioned the goal, first of all, he almost scored from a corner. He's got very good delivery. He had a lovely cross later in the match as well. He did influence this game very well. Ross County gave him the spaces in the wide areas, like I mentioned, where he could get into a channel and maybe play a delivery or two. But being able to pick a shot out from literally here and being able to scoop it up and over and into the top corner, it was an absolute worldie. And like, the guy's clearly a really good football player. And I'm really struggling to nail down what I think about him in terms of, what does he give us? How do we play him in the best 11? And really, what is his overall role in the team? It feels a bit like Beckham in the sense of like, he's clearly amazing from, when he's got the ball at his feet, playing deliveries, crosses, taking shots, all that stuff is brilliant, but he doesn't have electric pace. And equally, like, again, when you see him gliding through space, he's quite smart. He knows where to run. He's quite smart on the pitch. He knows what's going on around him. He knows where the space is. He knows the right pass to play most of the time as well. He's very unselfish. He's eager to get assists. And from creative players like that, that's always a good attribute. But I think every performance he's clearly getting better. And, I'm happy to have my mind changed on him. So a fantastic goal from range. He did make other contributions in the match as well, which for the opponent we had, that was good to see finally. So good on Palma for coming on the way he did. Yang on the right-hand side still gave us lots and lots of energy. And Odenholm, again, very similar job to what he did against St Mirren. Came on, ran between the lines, made things happen in the final third, tried to link things up, and was very eager to impress and very eager to do the right thing by the team. Kyogo, I did find, went kind of missing in this match when he did come on. Not many touches, I think 3 touches of the ball overall. And when Forrest scored, I thought it was Kyogo, because I seen Kyogo drifting off to the edge of the box as the ball comes down left. And then obviously the header comes in from this zone here. But it was wee Jimmy that was the hungriest. He gets his 102nd goal for the club or something like that. He's scored every season he's played for us. And like I mentioned on last week's video, Forrest is one of these guys that as soon as he scores, like, most of the fan base turns around and we all love him. So great to see he got the goal that really gave us, the result at the end. And it did feel like once that goal went in, we're against 10 men. We were 1-0 up, we were cruising, we were comfortable anyway. When the second goal goes in, good, we're winning. But when that goes in, right, okay, let's go. It's home and hosed. And there was a wee bit more of endeavour. And like in the last 10 minutes, it was like, oh, we might go get a fourth. We could, keep going here. There might be another little goal happening. Still a lot of players eager to get involved in the scoreline. Iwata come off the bench as well. Home, like we mentioned. Carter Vickers even took a shot finally in the second half as well. So overall, I think the manager played the game very well. I think we got a just result. We could have played maybe a little bit better, a bit quicker in the half. But I only really think that after the game, because VAR took away goals that, maybe shouldn't have been taken away. If we get those goals much earlier in the half, then this game overall from start to finish, the manager, the team have really played a blinder. Now, I want to make 2 special mentions, probably the only players that haven't really been mentioned so far, but Greg Taylor did a fantastic job in this game for me of getting around the pitch and being the glue. Not really doing much in the game in terms of like actually making an assist or being involved in the goal creations when they happened, but he was a huge part in keeping the tempo going throughout the game, because against 10 men, I've seen it for Celtic, I've seen it for teams millions of times over, you can get caught on the break early on, especially when the game was at 0-0, maybe even at 1-0. It's a dangerous scoreline sometimes to be caught. And, at both ends of the pitch, I thought Taylor did well to cover the ground. But I think Liam Scales has got to be man of the match for this game, because, again, the big man turned up in a big way. He touched the ball so often. All the balls he was playing like Pirlo. He was playing like an NFL quarterback is the kind of, the trope, the analogy that everyone uses. But, with the Ross County defence playing so deep like this, anytime that he's seen any chance or any spaces to try and flick it on to O or to Turnbull in the first half, Scales was playing some lovely balls into this area that were well flighted. A few of them weren't perfect, right? But a lot of them were very good. And, the big man went up another level, I think, in this match. Took on the role of being a dominant centre-back in a dominant team, can take yards up the pitch as well and really keep us really pushed into the box to try and create some of the chances that we did create. I thought Scales was fantastic, my personal man in the match, and I thought Taylor was worth a wee shout as well. We did see Iwata with a new haircut, and when I seen that, I thought, maybe he's thinking do I need to get a haircut like everyone else here or something? Is it my hair? That was what I thought. So maybe the haircut has helped him. You can let me know. But I think the scores overall kind of tell the tale of the tape here. Both the centre-backs were imperious. Carter Vickers with a 97. Scales scoring 100 points out of 100 thanks to his assist. Turnbull with a 96 thanks to the goal that he scored. And Captain McGregor with a nice wee assist today despite getting booked, got a nice wee 77. So some really good strong scores from the guys. Just lots of positive contributions to the game. As we can see, Liam Scales, couple of effective clearances, 115 accurate passes, 37 of them get into the final third, and he even played 5 balls into the penalty area that someone got on the end of, like O or Turnbull. They were able to bring it down, they were able to get a shot off himself. He made a big chance and he, got 2 shots away. Fantastic performance for big Liam Scales. And Palma, honestly, like, I know he doesn't always pass the eye test, but statistically, like, he's crazy. Like, he's just always getting goals, getting assists. He's always creating successful actions in the final third, playing balls into the box, attempted assists, making big chances. Maybe not too much in terms of winning duels and collecting possession, beating people on the dribble, that kind of thing. But in terms of actual contribution in and around the final 18 yards, he's been very prolific for us so far. Turnbull with a huge score on the day as well. Again, in the final third, getting into the box, plenty, taking shots, getting them on target, but not much beyond that. If it's not in and around the box in the final third, he's not really helping out much else for us, So it's one of those ones. That's why he's a bit of a Marmite character, I suppose. And Jun, good to see him winning 8 duels, 8 dribbles in this match as well, getting 17 accurate final third passes, and get 3 of them into the penalty box. All three of them ended up becoming attempted assists, shots on target. So really good production from Yang, and he's a player that, like we've said before in the last couple of videos, he seems to always be doing the right thing. He's got good technique, good delivery, but it's just never really been joined up. Someone's not getting on the end of it, or it's just not the right passage of play for that type of ball. But he's starting to get there again, similar to Palma. We're seeing incremental improvements from him as well. So coming into the Atletico Madrid game, I think like it's kind of all up in the air who is going to play in midfield. It's obviously going to be McGregor and O'Reilly, but that extra spot, is it going to be Bernardo, Turnbull? I don't think it's going to be Odenholm for the simple fact he's not started any of the last couple of matches. The front three is probably going to be Palma, Maeda and Kyogo, you feel like. But after, maybe O's got a wee shout to be in there. You never know. Atletico Madrid are going to play, in theory, kind of similar, again, to Ross County and the way they played at Celtic Park, where defensively they're very tall, very strong, very imposing, and they're not going to give you much space to play in. So maybe you need a bit of strength for somebody like going away to the Wanda if we're playing for set pieces and second balls, that kind of thing. So having a couple of games of O and Kyogo playing together, maybe that's one of the curveballs that we see. The midfield might be McGregor, O'Reilly, for example. We get Kyogo up top with O'Reilly. That could be good. But I think if we did that, not Kyogo with O'Reilly, Kyogo with I beg your pardon. But if we did that, I would probably want to see Yang and Daizen on the wings, giving us that pace on both sides of the pitch, because I just think with the lesser man in midfield, you need more pace going up and down the lines and potentially being able to come into the back post, that kind of thing. So good performance. The football wasn't electric, but like I say, it's, what more can you ask for really when it's all said and done? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and retweet and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one. Hail, hail.